you all, guys? Okay, they're dancing, saying hi, hello. All right. Okay, so let's begin our lesson in your English. Okay, so kindly prepare your learning activity sheets in English for week 5 to 6. Okay, and next week I will be uploading our learning activity sheets for the remaining subjects for week 7 to 8. And our fourth quarter will last until July 9th. So our class session will end on July 9th. Okay? Is that understood, grade 1?
Okay.
All right. So before we proceed to our lesson, I would like to ask you this question. So what have you remembered during our class in English last week? If you could still remember or recall our lesson last week in English, what is that all about?
About preposition.
Export.
About preposition.
About?
About preposition.
It's, all right, it's about prepositions. So could you please tell me what prepositions are those that we discussed last week?
In front of.
Okay. What else, Alea?
Behind.
Okay. How about Alea? So we discussed about in front, behind, what else? There's 2 more. The other one is
Top.
on top of
Under.
Under po.
okay, so on and under. Okay, very good. All right. So for this week's lesson, we will still focus on um, our new topic. All right. So last time it's about preposition. So for today, we will discuss about recognizing phrases and sentences. And then we will also identify what type of sentences is that, if it is telling or asking sentences. And of course, we are going to learn to pronounce words with kwa sound. Okay, kwa sound. All right. So when you say kwa, these words begins with letter Q, or sometimes it ends with Q. Okay. So I'll be sharing my screen now to begin our session for today. All right. So is my reception clear? Can you see me clearly? Grade 1?
Yes.
And how about my screen? Can you see my screen now? All right. So this is the lesson for this week.
Yes, po.
So we will going to pronounce words with kwa sound. We will recognize phrases and sentences, and then we will identify telling and asking sentences. Okay. Now, for the kwa sound, I would like everyone to say kwa. Kwa. Ready, go.
Kwa.
Kwa.
Very good. Kwa. Okay, so what letter is kwa? What letter is kwa sound?
Q.
Letter Q. Okay, very good. Now let's have a speaking time. Okay, we are going to read the pair of words with kwa sound. So I will read it first, and then you repeat after me. Okay? Is that clear, grade 1?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Queen.
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 All right. Quail.
Quail.
Okay. Quiet.
Quiet.
Okay. Antique.
Antique.
Squash.
Squash.
Squid.
Sweet.
Okay. So the words here have consonant qu sound. The qu sound can be found in the beginning and end part of the word, but sometimes you can find it in the middle part of the word. So it depends with the word, okay? Now let us try to look at words with qu sound, okay? So the first word is queen. Say queen.
Queen.
All right.
Queen.
I would like to call
Queen.
on Alea Rexel to please read the meaning of queen. Go, Alea.
A woman who rules a country or kingdom. A female ruler of a country who is not elected but whose mother, father, or relative was the ruler before her.
Very good. Okay, thank you so much, Alea. So a queen is a woman, of course. You could never be queen if you are not a woman. So this woman rules a country or kingdom. So let's try to have an example of Queen Elizabeth II of United Kingdom. So she is a ruler of her country. She is a female ruler of a country. For a while, someone wants to join. Okay, so let's continue. She is a female ruler of a country who is not elected, but whose mother, father, or relative was the ruler before her. So she was a queen because her father before was a king. Okay, his father was a king. Okay, and it is in their bloodline or in their family ancestry that they have this royal blood. So when we say royal blood, these are nobles or people who belongs to royal families, and Queen Elizabeth is one of those. So until now, she is still alive. She is, I think, 96 years old, and she still rules United Kingdom. Okay, so before she was a queen, before she became a queen, she was a princess. Okay, so that's the meaning of a queen, a woman who rules a country or kingdom. So they are not elected, people are not voting them. So as a matter of fact, it is really in their family, in their bloodline, that they have this responsibility to rule their country. Okay? Now let's proceed to another word. The word is quail. All right? Say quail.
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 Okay.
Quail.
I would like Red Harvey to please read the meaning of the word quail. Go.
A small brown bird that is shot for sport or food, or the meat of this bird. Quail's eggs are considered to be a delicacy.
Okay, thank you so much, Red. So quail is a small brown bird. Okay, so it is shoot for sport or food. Okay, the meat and egg of this kind of bird is eaten by us, human beings. All right, so if you are fond of eating quack quack, that small egg is the quail's egg. Okay, so and it is delicious and nutritious at the same time. Okay, so it's just a small bird. Okay, it is not growing so big. Okay, parang ano lang siya, kasi laki lang siya ng sisiw ng manok, parang ganon. Medyo malaki lang doon konti. Okay, next we have antique. Okay, say antique.
Antique.
Okay, all right. So antique. Okay, I would like to call on Audrey to please read the meaning of antique. Go.
A relic or object of uh,
Ancient
ancient
times.
to a work of art piece or furniture or decorative object made at an earlier period, and according to the years custom laws at least 100 years ago.
All right. So antique. These are things like in this picture. They are called a relic or object or things of ancient times. So when you should say ancient times, these things were made hundreds of years ago. Okay, the time that we're not yet born. Okay, so this is a work of art, a piece of furniture, or a decorative object made at an earlier period and according to various customs laws at least 100 years old. All right. So let's you try to look at this. This is an example of a table. So this is an antique table. So I do not know how old is this, but it is more than 100-year uh, object. Okay. This one also. This is an antique. Okay. And this is a stroller. Yes. An antique stroller. So this kind of object was made hundreds of years ago, I think. Huh? So I just searched this in the internet and insert it here for you to have an understanding of what an antique object is. So I do not know if you have antique objects at home. Okay? So like for example, pieces of objects kept by your parents or grandmothers that they have inherit from their parents or great grandparents as well. Okay, so if you have that, you should keep that and take care of that because you know it's a reminder of the period. Okay, how the object looks like. Okay, and now let's proceed to the last word. Okay, we have here squash.
Squash.
Say squash.
Squash.
Squash. Squash.
Okay,
Squash.
Mr. Angelo, will you please read the meaning of squash? Go.
Squash. Squash is a edible fruit squash plant, but it's considered vegetable in the kitchen.
Okay, thank you so much, Rexen. So a squash is an edible fruit. When you say edible, you can eat that kind of food. Okay, so it is the fruit of a squash plant, but it is also considered a vegetable in the kitchen. So in short, squash is a fruit vegetable. Okay, it is a fruit vegetable. All right, so I know that you are eating this one, right? Who among
I
of you here eat squash?
yes.
Who's eating
Mom.
squash here? All right, very good. So squash is a healthy food. Okay, wow. Yes, Millicent Zoe is eating that. Alea Rexel as well. Of course, I believe all of us are eating squash. Okay, and it is common in our country. All right. So we have here words with quo sound. So let's read it once again. Queen,
Queen.
quail,
Quail.
Quail.
antique,
Auntie.
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 squash.
Squash.
Right, very good. So I think we will proceed with the next part of our lesson. So we will examine the group of words here in Group A and Group B. So for Group A, um, I
Love.
would like to call on Faith, Jocelyn to please read the group of words here.
Love to swim.
Okay, thank you so much. Oh, someone wants to join. Okay, it's with Alea. Okay, please read this group of words. Julius Caesar, go.
The fish is swimming.
Okay, the fish is swimming. The first word is loves to swim, or a group of word here says loves to swim, and in the second group says the fish is swimming. Okay, next. Please read this, Marjorie.
The beautiful flower.
Okay, the beautiful flowers. Okay, and this sentence or a group of words, please read Alea Rexel.
Aya smells the beautiful flower.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, let's analyze the group of words here. What do you observe from the group of words in group A? We have here loves to swim and the beautiful flowers.
Group A is a
What do you observe here?
Group A is a break.
Group A is a phrase. Very good, Audrey. How about the words here or group of words in group B?
Sentence. Group B is a sentence.
Okay.
Group A sentence.
All right. Very good. So the words here in group B are called sentences. Now, do you understand better the group of words in group A? Do you understand this group of words?
No.
Lots
Yes.
of swim
Yes.
and the beautiful flowers.
Yes. No.
Do you understand it better?
No.
Not that clear, ano? How about here? Do you understand who's swimming
Not
here?
yet. Yes.
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 Okay. You
Yes.
understand better here in group B that,
Yes.
that
Yes.
the one swimming here is a fish. Okay. All right. So here, it is stated that in this group of words, it says the beautiful flowers. But in group B, you can tell immediately that it's Aya who smells the beautiful flower. So it is much clearer or understandable. Okay. So Audrey, will you please read this one? Go.
Dig deeper. Dig deep. Words in the group are called phrase, while in group are called sentence.
So the words in group A are called phrases, while in group B are called sentences. All right, that's correct. Okay. Now let's go over to the meaning of phrase. LeBron, will you please read this one?
Phrase is a group of words that does not express a complete thought. Examples: favorite ice cream, delicious meals.
Please read the example, LeBron.
Examples: favorite ice cream, delicious meals.
Okay, thank you so much, LeBron. So when we say phrase, is a group of words that does not express a complete thought. Now let's go back to the group of words here. Loves to swim. Yes, you know, loves to swim, but who is that someone who loves to swim? It is not indicated here. It is not told here if who is that one who loves to swim. While in the second group of word, it tells here or it is stated here that the fish is swimming. Okay? So this is much better. We can understand the group of words here and the thought is complete. While in this one, it is not complete. So therefore, this is a phrase. In the second group of words as well, the beautiful flowers. So what is with the beautiful flowers? So it is not uh, explained here what the beautiful flowers is all about. What is that? Yes, it's a beautiful flowers, but what is that? So it's not complete. The thought or the idea is not complete. That's why this group of words are phrase. Okay. So another example, favorite ice cream. Yes, you understand ice cream as a favorite, but who is that someone whose favorite is ice cream? So it is not stated here, right? So it is not um, explained here. If who is that someone who loves to eat ice cream? Next, delicious meals. Yes, it is a delicious meal, but what is about delicious meal? So it is not complete. That's why it is called phrase. Take note that a phrase could also be a subject or a predicate. Okay? So when we say subject, these are things that's being talked about in a sentence. Okay? But in a phrase, it could be a predicate or a subject. So when I say subject, this is the topic or a thing or a noun that is being talked about. Okay? So we have here ice cream and meals, but what is that all about? So it's not complete. That's why it is called phrase. Next is sentence. Okay, I would like to call on Gerald Ercilio to please read the meaning of sentence. Go, Gerald.
Sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. The first word in a sentence begins with a capital letter. A sentence ends with a period.
Okay, thank you so much, Gerald. So a sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. The first word in a sentence begins with a capital letter and it ends with a period. So let's go back to the words here. The fish is swimming. It begins with a capital letter or a big letter and it ends with a period. Okay? This one is called a period. Okay. And you can easily understand the group of words here because it is telling us that it is the fish who is swimming. Okay? Next, Aya smells the beautiful flower. So we have here the beginning of the sentence that starts with a capital letter and it ends with a period. So it is stated here that it's Aya who smells the beautiful flower. Okay, so it is much clear. The thought is complete. So let's try to look at the other examples here. His favorite dessert is ice cream. My mother prepared delicious meals. So this is much better compared to the example here. Okay? We understand better that it is a boy or a man whose favorite is ice cream. And for the delicious meals, it is mother who prepared the delicious meal. So it's easily understood and the thought is complete. Okay? Do you understand now the difference of phrase and sentence, grade 1?
Yes.
Very good. Now,
Yes.
your turn to give me example of a phrase. Okay, now give me example of a phrase. Who would like to volunteer? Give me example of a phrase.
I love to swim.
Phrase muna anak. Later na yung sentence. Audrey.
Boy,
I love to swim.
Phrase first. Phrase, not sentence.
mother,
He swims.
Is what?
Swim.
Is swim or just the word swim? Okay, that's correct, Audrey. How about others?
so,
Rexon? Phrase. Phrase. Example of phrase.
cookie,
Cooking. Very good. All right. How about a layer, Excel?
Close door.
Closed door. Okay, very good. How about Julius Caesar? What's your example, Julius? Julius Caesar? Phrase? Okay, I think Gerald is raising his hand. Yes, Gerald. Example of phrase,
loves
Gerald.
to place,
Very
loves
good.
to play,
That's correct. How about Red Harvey?
Big house po.
That's correct. Big house. Very good. Now, who would like to give me example of a sentence? LeBron?
me,
Example of a sentence, LeBron?
Dog is barking po.
The dog is barking. All right, that's correct.
The dog
Yes,
is barking po.
very good. That's correct. How about Audrey? She's raising her hands. What is that, Audrey?
I have a big house.
Very good. Okay, Red Harvey?
My mother is cooking.
That's correct. How about Zoe? Give me example of a sentence.
My father cooks.
Okay, that's correct. How about Leia Excel?
My mother is happy.
Wow, I like that sentence. My mother is happy. Okay, how about Faith? Give me example of sentence, Faith. Faith?
The fish is swimming.
Okay, that's correct. How about Rex and Angelo? Give me your example.
my sister is eating ice cream,
Wow, I'm so hungry now. Okay, how about Marjorie? Give me example of sentence, Marjorie. Marjorie, are you there?
The flowers are beautiful.
Please repeat. I could not understand it. What is that? The
The flowers are beautiful.
flowers are beautiful. Very good. All right. Okay, now let's proceed to identify different types of sentences. Now that we are done with phrase and sentence, we discuss as well the kinds of sentences. So we have here two kinds of sentences for this week. We have telling sentences. Okay. Okay. May I call on LeBron? Please read what is telling sentences. Go.
The stage a fate event It also
Lakas mo naman.
called
Hold.
a
Laro.
declarative sentence. It starts
Lakas
with
mo.
a capital letter and ends with period. Example, I can play the guitar.
All right. So the first kind of sentence here is the telling sentences. Why it is called a telling sentences? Because you're just telling something. You are saying or stating a fact. You are telling an event, an idea, or your feeling. So telling sentences is also called declarative sentence. Okay? So it starts with a capital letter and ends with a period. For example, I can play the guitar. Another example, I can sing. Or she is beautiful. He is handsome. Alea Rexel is intelligent. She loves to sing. So those sentences are called telling sentences. It's because you are just telling something. Okay? From the word itself, telling, that's what we call telling sentences. Okay, grade 1. Now let's try to look at the other example. My dog plays in the backyard. So I am telling that my dog is playing in the backyard. Okay? Or my cat is naughty. My cat's name is Hachi. Alright, so that is an example of a telling sentence. Or you can say, my friend is eating pizza. So you are telling already. Okay, so that's what we call telling sentences. Okay, did you understand grade 1?
Yes.
Okay, always
Yes.
remember telling sentences ends with a period. Okay, it always ends with a period. Okay, no other no other symbols are being used here in the end part of the telling sentence except for a period. Okay, now let's proceed to the other kind of sentence, and that is asking sentences. Okay, so Millicent, Zoe, will you please read what is asking sentences? Go.
Ask a question. It usually begins with who, what, when, why, and how. It begins with a capital letter and ends with a question mark.
Very good. So the difference of asking sentences in telling sentence is that for telling sentence, you are telling something. But for asking sentences, you are asking a question. Okay? Alright. So it usually begins with asking words like who, what, when, why, and how. So these are words that we considered as asking words. So simple as that. Asking sentence, you're asking questions. It begins with a capital letter, but it ends with a question mark. Okay? All asking sentences ends with this uh, type of symbol, which is what we call a question mark. Okay? So let's try to look at the example. What is the name of our planet? So I'm asking questions to you. What is the name of our planet? So that's the time that some of you will answer, our planet is called Earth. All right, very good. So we have applied our science lesson. So another question, who is your favorite singer? So I'm asking question too, right? So it ends with a question mark. You should always remember that. Whenever you see this symbol, it is an asking sentence. And for you to answer correctly every asking sentences, so when we say who, the answer is people or person. Okay? When we say what is that? So the answer could be an animal, it could be a thing or object. What answers the question about objects or things, or it could be animals. When, if the question is when, your answer should be time. Okay? Your answer here should be time. When it is asking why, of course, you need to explain. Why? Bakit? Okay? Why is it that you are late today in our online class? So you need to explain to me the reason why are you late. Okay? So that is the purpose of question words why. Okay. How about how? You are going to explain to me the steps or the process. For example, how to cook adobo. So you will answer me the steps or the things that you did in order to cook adobo. Or how to wash clothes. So for example, you're asking Nana Ora or Nanay Ora. So Nanay Ora will going to tell you, okay, first you separate the colored clothes from the white ones. Okay? And then you put water inside the washing machine, and then you put the soap, or others put first the cloth or the clothes, the dirty clothes, before putting the soap, and then turn on the washing machine. So that answers the question how. Is it understood, grade 1?
Yes. Yes.
Now
Yes.
you know the difference between telling sentence to
Yes.
asking sentences, right? When you are telling something, what kind of sentence is that, grade 1?
Telling sentence.
Very
Telling
good.
sentence.
So if you are asking a question, what kind of sentence is that?
Asking sentence.
Okay,
Asking
very good.
sentence.
All right, so that's an asking sentence. Now, did you understand our lesson, grade 1?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma.
Yes
Now,
po.
please tell me what are the two kinds, or yes, the two kinds of sentences.
Telling sentence. Telling sentence.
All very
Telling
good.
sentence
And
and
Telling
asking
sentence.
sentence.
very good. Now, what
Asking
are the two types
sentence.
of words? Okay, what are the two types of group of words?
Praise and sentence. Praise
Phrase
and
and
sentence.
Praise
sentence.
and sentence.
Very good. So you should remember that a phrase is a group of words that has incomplete thought, while sentence are group of words with complete thought. All right. So I think you're ready to answer the activity now. Am I right?
Yes.
Are you ready to answer the activity now?
Yes.
Wow, very good. Okay, so I'll be giving you 5 minutes
Teacher,
to answer
teacher,
the
I
activity
already do
here.
the activities.
What?
Teacher, I already do the activities.
Okay, don't worry. We will wait for others too before we check the activities here. So I'll be giving you 5 minutes. I think you have your learning activity sheets with you. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma.
we'll be showing here a 5-minute timer while you're answering your activities. Okay?
Okay.
So let's start with the timer here. So it's a 5-minute timer for a while.
I'm done, ma'am.
Done. I am done. Done.
All right. So is everybody's done?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
are you ready for checking?
Yes. Done na po.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now let's answer the following activities here. Okay, number one. What animal or insect is this? That has
Mosquito.
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 very good. It's a mosquito. How about number two? What's the answer on three?
Squid po. Squid.
Squid.
It's a squid. Okay, check your answers if it's correct. How about this one? Number three, Alea, what's
Quiet
the
po. Quiet.
means
Quiet.
quiet. Okay, very good. And how about number four?
Equals.
One.
Equals.
Equals. Okay. And how about number five, Lebron? What's your answer?
Aquarium.
Very good. It's an aquarium. Okay.
Aquarium po.
Okay. For test two or activity two, identify the group of words. Write on the blank if it is a phrase or sentence. Okay, number one. What is your answer here, Julius Cesar? Number one is a phrase. Okay, number two, sweet Aliyah, what's the answer here for number two, sweet?
Sentence.
All right, it's a sentence. Okay. How about number three? Faith Jocelyn, what is the answer here? Funny monkeys. What is that? Correct, it's a phrase. Okay, number four. Millicent Zoe, what is the answer here? I have three goats. What is that?
Sentence.
Very good. It's a sentence. Okay, number five, Gerald. What is the answer? Who went to the race? Very good. It's a phrase. Okay. And for test three or activity three, identify the sentences. Right? If it is a telling or asking. Okay. Number one, the ant Bit the man's arm. This is arm. So what's the answer here for number one, Marjorie?
Telling.
It's telling sentence. Very good. Okay, number two, what's the answer here? Angelo? Rex and Angelo? It's asking. Very good. Number three, what is the correct answer? Um, Wait, I'll try to look at that. Audrey, what's the answer here for number three?
Asking.
It's asking. Okay, number four, Alea Rexel, what's the answer here?
Telling.
It's telling. And number five, LeBron, what is the
Telling
correct
po.
answer here? It's
Telling
telling
po.
sentence. Very good. Okay. Now, let's proceed to the next activity. Complete the phrase in each number to make a sentence. Use the phrases in the box below. Number one, Anne and Kurt. Please answer this one, Faith.
Anna and Kurt are playing together.
Very good. They're playing together. As you can see here in the picture, they're playing. Number two, blank barks at the mailman. What's the correct answer here for number two? Red?
The angry dog po.
Okay, the angry dog barks at the mailman. Okay, that's correct. Number three, Millicent Zoe, what is the correct answer here for number three?
Cook turon.
Okay, Aling Rosa is cooking turon. Okay. Number four, blank takes care of the plants. Please answer this question. Julius Caesar. Julius. Okay, Gerald, please help Julius, please. What's the correct answer for number four?
Gardener.
Okay, the gardener takes care of the plants. Okay, and last number. Okay, number five. Please answer this one, Sweet Aliyah. Sweet. Sweet Aliyah, what is the answer for number five?
The waste basket.
The waste basket is full of trash. Okay. And for number six, we enjoy blank. Um, let's call on, sino ba hindi natin nakatawag dito? Halos lahat naman, ano? Marjorie. What's your answer here, Marjorie? Marjorie,
Watching.
we enjoy watching movies. Okay. Now your total score is 21. Okay. Total score is 21. So, at this moment, I would like you to check your scores on the chat box. LeBron James, 21, very good. Red Harvey, 21, very good. Alea Rexel, 21, very good. Kate Jocelyn, 21, very good. Julius Caesar, 21 as well, very good. Rex and Angelo, 21. Very good. Audrey, 21. Very good. Gracious, 21. Sorry. Marjorie, 21. Very good. Millicent, 21. Very good. And Gerald, 21. Very good. All right. So all of you got a perfect score. So kindly indicate your scores there. You write it 21 over 21. Okay, I'm so happy, grade 1, that you have learned something today. Okay, now I will be asking this question. What have you learned today? LeBron, I will pin you
Praise
one by one.
sentence.
What?
About sentence talk.
Okay, about sentence.
Praise sentence.
Okay, and how about Audrey? What have you learned today?
Pronouncing words with U sound, recognizing phrases and sentence, telling and asking sentence.
Very good. All right. How about Faith? What have you learned today, Faith?
Telling, asking.
Okay, telling and asking sentence. All right. How about Marjorie? What have you learned today?
About sentence.
Okay, it's about sentences. Okay. How about Gerald? What have you learned today? Gerald? Gerald.
About
Learn.
sentence and asking sentence.
Very good. How about Millicent Zoe? What have you learned today?
I have learned to now see words with Q sound and like raise and sentence and asking sentence.
Very good. All right. How about Julius? What have you learned today, Julius, before we end our session? Okay, telling and asking sentences. Okay. How about Red? What have you learned today, Red?
Recognizing phrases and sentence.
Very good. Okay. How about Alea Rexel? What have you learned today, Aya Bebe?
I have learned about phrases and sentences.
Very good. Phrase and sentence. Okay. And lastly, how about you, Rex and Angelo? What have you learned today?
I have learned about organizing phrases and sentence, telling and asking sentence.
Okay, very good. Do you think it is important to know phrase, sentence, telling sentences, and asking sentences?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, it is important.
Yes.
Why it is
Yes.
important?
So
Yes, Audrey.
so we can recognize things so we can recognize things so we can say it.
Okay, so we can recognize what kind of sentence is that? Very good. How about you, Alea? Do you have any answer? Why is it important to learn phrase and sentence and telling and asking sentence?
We understand better.
Okay, to understand better. Very good. How about LeBron? Do you have any answer? Why is it important to learn these kinds of sentences?
Importance of sentence. Understand.
All right, very good. So, do you have any question about our topic, grade 1?
No.
None.
No.
All right. So before I end this session, I will remind Rex and Angelo to stay